Sup gamers, welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles. It's Silver. Last time, we finished up our side questing adventures on Bionis Leg. And now, we are ready for everything that has to happen at Colony 6. First things first though, what's going to end up happening is I'm going to go back to the refugee camp because I want to go ahead and hit up the shopkeeper right here. And I'm going to go ahead and rearrange my equipment. First thing I want to do here is that we have the steady driver for Rhine. This is actually a really good piece of equipment. At least I'm pretty sure it is. Let me go ahead and check his current piece of equipment right now. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to go ahead and remove all gems from everybody. And we're just going to go ahead and basically just clean slate this stuff. So I'll see you once I'm done changing equipment. Okay. I think we're pretty much done here. This right here is what everyone's looking like. Getting a full in on Charla. Charla had a complete makeover. Calm shot with the Grand Gear. Electric Plus helps out with Thunderbolt damage. The Ether up 2 gem helps out too. High Belt being unique equipment grants strength up. Survivor Boots with the agility up. That's always good to have. Rhine, also looking pretty different. Has the pile driver, which is just the exact same looking thing as his original scrap driver. Still outfitting to be a really good tank for us. And Shulk is mostly a hero outfitted for agility. Also got most of his red and silver back. Anyway, with our group basically looking like this now, I think we're now ready for Colony 6 proper. So, I think it's time. Let's head out. It's been a long while coming. It's hard to think we've actually got to this point, but here we are. Colony 6 is right up here. And just like how fast One Piece became one of my favorite anime of all time, this right here, this little segment, this was when Xenoblade Chronicles began, ascending into one of my favorite games of all time. Because something about really long adventures. No, I'm just joking. Yeah, we're on our way to save Juju because, Juju doesn't exactly live the best life, In the span of a day, he is almost mauled to death by a couple of Ardens, saved by us, and then nearly killed by 2 Mechon. And on top of that, the second one that almost killed him ends up kidnapping him. Even worse. The Basque Cave Passage. This is a landmark. And well, let's head on in.
This is Colony 6. It's like a fortress. Did people really live here?
So much has changed. It's only been a month.
We'll find Juju and then smash some metal. Wait! We can't just rush in.
We could enter through the mine.
Mine?
There's a massive ether deposit under the colony. The first settlers here built right on top of the mine. That's how we got our colony. The mine is like a network of tunnels. It's much more complicated than the colony streets. They can't have figured it all out in the space of a month.
So, she means it's the best route if we want to remain unseen.
You're catching on.
Great. So how do we get in?
Through the drainage outlet. It's just up ahead.
So, with our time in Colony 6 here, before we do anything here, let's take out the Collectopedia. Well, first and foremost, Colony 6 has the shortest Collectopedia pretty much, well, up to this point. Here's Colony 9, Tefra Cave, here's Bionis Legs that we're all complete with, and this is just the teeny tiny little area that is Colony 6. Yeah, not a lot going on here. Anyway, let's go ahead and complete Bionis Legs Collectopedia. Yeah, a pelt top for that. Okay. Sour gooseberry. And the humming plums. We completed the fruits. Paralysis 2. It's a new type of gem for us. White ladybird, hill firefly, moth crawler. And for the fire tarantula. Whoa, okay. Grand gauntlets. Matte ice. For completing nature, we get the bind resist. Rusty bolt, winding gear. For parts, strength up 2, another one. I might have to change my equipment again in the space of a couple seconds. Pelt bottoms for that. And for completing the area, white cluster. Now then, first and foremost is that we're supposed to head through the drainage outlet. Okay, first item orb. Okay, here we go. That's 2 amblygon turtles. Hopefully these will go some way towards helping the colony. Wow. Okay, that... I can't tell if that was lucky or not, considering that was our first item orb, but... I guess it could be worse. Cute orchid. Dober corgi. I kid you not. We're pretty much almost halfway done with the Collectopedia here. I'm gonna go ahead and enter in all 3 of these just because I can. We're 37% complete already. Wow, that's nuts. But anyway, it looks like we have a quest icon up here, so let's go ahead and grab it, shall we? We even have a shop. Pyro Lizard. Daza in big trouble. If Daza not have that thing, then it really bad. Oh, hello there. Friends can listen to Daza. Some hawks steal Daza's proof of not on merchant status. If Daza not have proof, Daza cannot trade. How worrying. Yeah, definitely ain't good. Daza do not know what to do. Friends must get it back for Daza. Can friends do that for me? How can you let them steal a proof of your merchant status? Daza only look away for a second and they steal it. They want it because it's shiny. If friends not help Daza, not know what to do, will friends help Daza? Sure. Find an up-on coin in the area of Colony 6's splintered path. Really? Friends really help Daza. Yay! Daza make sure to give friends really good reward. You can count on us. We'll get it done. Yeah, we'll sort this all out. And we have a shop merchant here. The only thing here... Wow, you actually have a steady driver. Wow. That's actually pretty good. That's a double attack that's a double attack 2 gem. Basically what double attack does is that it sometimes gives you a chance, in this case 10%, odds of actually using 2 auto attacks instead of just 1. Really good. Anyway, here we have a bunch of art books. Metal Blast, Engage, Heal Round, Sword Drive, Berserker, Last Stand. Last Stand is an art we haven't gone over yet, but I want to purchase this one, Sword Drive, because why not? Everyone likes Sword Drive. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up arts. So, this right here is a difference between Definitive Edition and the original Xenoblade Chronicles. In the original Xenoblade Chronicles, you had to go into the menu, find the art book that you just bought, and then teach it that way. Here, they are all taught by default upon purchasing the art book, so now we can actually level up Sword Drive even more. We are probably sitting on a mountain of AP, in fact, yes we are, so I'm going to go ahead and use this stuff to level up some of our arts. Alright, well, After leveling up some arts, we have Heal Bullet maxed out for now. Heal Blast is about halfway. Heal Round halfway. Cure Bullet. Yeah, let's level that up. That's a pretty good art, all things considered. Like, most of Charla's arts are pretty good. I mean, the only one I didn't level up for crying out loud was Tranquilizer. But that's largely because Tranquilizer is one of Charla's more underused arts. But yeah, as for Rhine, Hammer Beat's maxed out. Bone Upper can probably take a level up. Why not? War Swing did not take a level up. Sword Drive, I went all the way to level 4. We can expand this with higher levels of AP, but I'm just not going to right now, just because there's really no need to. Wild Down, completely maxed out for right now. Rage, I have almost done. Engage, I didn't even bother leveling up. We're not really going to be using it going forward. There's just not really a need for a lock-on. Last Stand, I already talked about this one a little bit. We haven't gone over it at all, so I'm going to go ahead and equip it over... I'd say, yeah, let's equip it over Berserker. Last Stand it revives the user before they are incapacitated. Basically, what'll happen is that you will live on with 1 HP once incapacitated. In high-level situations, this is actually a really good art to have. Anyway, I leveled up Aura Burst a little. Nothing, too crazy. Guard Shift, I'm not even touching this art at all. I kid you not, this is one of my least favorite arts in the entire game. I never use it, I've never found any use for it, and it just leaves Rhine just sitting there like a deer in headlights. It's not great. As for Shulk, going over our Monado arts, I leveled up Monado's Shield to level 2, just because we're probably going to be dealing with some level 2 talent arts in the upcoming future. So, good to have that on standby. I'll use his last few AP on Monado Buster. We're going to be fighting a lot of Mechon soon. Increased damage on Mechon is good to have. As for his other arts, Backslash and Slit Edge are maxed out. I didn't level up Stream Edge at all just because I wanted Air Slash to get some attention. Just because it's his better break art. Shaker Edge is a new art. We're going to be going over that in due time, but it inflicts daze. So yeah, we have an art now that inflicts daze. We haven't seen this since Fiora's Hidden Thorn, so we'll be getting into that shortly. Light Heal's maxed out. Shadow Eye is almost maxed out as well. So we've gotten quite a bit powerful as is. And we get the achievement one step further. We get that for leveling up an art. And we also get Art School for that. Yeah. We got a lot. Verdant and Eternity. I'm going to go ahead and slot in some of these items into the Collectopedia right now. We're already done with the animal category. And we're also 50% done. 62 now. Anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and hunt around for these Collectopedia items around here. Just because... this place, it's so tiny, it's not even... we can just complete the Collectopedia right here now if we wanted to. Well, guess I'll be collecting them later, so... you know what? That's fine. We can head down here. We have the call button. And an activate button. I wonder what these do. Well, we're heading into a new part. The Splintered Path. This is where that Nopon coin is supposedly located. So in this area, we have we have Antols, and we got a bunch of birds flying all over the place. Sky Rogals. Our proper introduction to the Rogol family, and these are pretty much our first real big, like, nasty bird enemies. We had that one that chased us last time, when we were getting towards Believer's Paradise. Yeah, that thing was mean. And Rogals in general are typically mean in general. They're usually vision-type monsters. No, I don't want to fight it. My controller slipped and I accidentally hit the fight button. Yeah, that's... ugh. Yeah. We can see just everything from here. Well, maybe not everything past those clouds, but yeah, I digress. You can just see a lot from this area is what I'm trying to get at. We're also really high level, so nothing here is really going to challenge us that much. Also, wow, we're level 24. I didn't exactly realize that we were just one level shy from being the exact level of the mysterious face. Well, we are, well, indeed caught up. We are about as strong as mysterious face, if not actually a little stronger now, because, I mean, we did all those side quests for everybody, we got all these levels, and now we've leveled up a bunch of arts, and that also brings me to something new after I collect this ether crystal deposit. Thank you. So, I want to go over Charlotte's skill trees just because we haven't really gone over those yet. I also want to do some skill links too while we're at it. So, her first branch, Devotion, prioritizing this will improve Ether by 20%. This is really good to start out with just because Charlotte's, most if not all of Charlotte's arts are Ether based, which gives her an edge over Shulk and Rhine, who only really Shulk has Ether arts, and they're more defensive than aggressive, really, aside from an auto buster. Perseverant. Let's go and actually go over her skills, not instead of going over Perseverance right now. Medium equipment. You could have seen that coming. Medical knowledge. Greatly boosts the power of healing arts and chain attacks. This is a skill that is this is a skill that is really good for using chain attacks in a really, really unique way. Using healing arts and chain attacks will actually get multiplied with the multiplier from chain attacks. They're just not entirely the most useful. There are a few times where they will be useful, but I guarantee it, you probably will not be using Charlotte in those instances. Long range extends the range of long distance arts. This is really, really good. Always ready increases agility. Everybody likes agility, right? Yes? Yes? Good. Rapid healing reduces the cooldown of healing arts. That is also really good. Going over Perseverance, boosts physical defense, firm defense, yeah, and boosts the physical defense stat. Ether expansion increases Ether. Solid defense grants physical defense up buff at the start of battle. That's pretty good. Ether Unleashed increases Ether when at half HP, when the HP is at half. And Ultimate Sniper reduces the duration of cool off, which is really, really good. Charlotte's skills are basically where she really shines. I'll be honest here. Confidence. Prioritizing it will improve strength. Ether Assault increases damage dealt by Ether Arts attacks. Funny how this comes from the improving strength branch. Initial Endurance grants physical protect to party with battle start affinity. Middleweight Expert improves physical and ether defense of medium weight armor. Pretty good. It can give your midweight armor the properties of a heavyweight armor despite not wearing any heavy equipment. Adrenaline increases tension when taking damage. Tension is always really good to have, and this just makes Charlotte really good. And heavy equipment allows heavy weight armor to be equipped. Not really the best for Charlotte. It's not like Rhine, where it's really gonna be a great option. I'm just gonna leave Charlotte in Devotion. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Anyway, back to the splintered path at hand here. Yeah, that over there in the distance, that's Bionis Leg. Yeah, we were just there. Or maybe it was the other leg. Maybe that's the other leg. And down there, it's actually not. Because that right there, that's Colony 9. We can see the centralmost anti-air battery from down there. And but believe it or not, in the original Xenoblade Chronicles, I believe that just looks like a tiny little speck down there. But yeah, Colony 9 is right there. We can see it from here. We could technically see Colony 6 from down there. And, well, that's how far we've actually come in this short amount of time. Who could really, well, see that coming? But, well, I know you did because I've mentioned this 1,000 times. Hard Hoxes. We have the White Knight Rod. That's a new one. Add to the Collectopedia. And we have one left. Ether Defense up 2. Not terrible. Not the best, but not terrible. Not terrible. We just need one final collectible, and we are done here. Just one left, and I think I see one right over there. Let's see if it's the one I need. Are you or are you not? Pyre Lizard, no. It is indeed not. But anyway, looks like the drainage outlet that we are going for is right around here. I don't want to fight any of you guys yet, but I do want to... No. Not yet. Not yet. Because we got something else to do. And hopefully I try not to fall off the edge there like an idiot. There are 2 item orbs right there, and I almost walked off the cliff like a dumbass. Great going, me. Yeah. Oh, a third. Dober Corgi. I think it's a flower we need. 2 Dober Corgis. And we got a turtle. We got the Nopon coin that we needed. Oh, that sucks. Let's return the Daza. Yes, this Daza's proof of Nopon merchant status they stole. Daza knew he would write to ask friends. Thank you so much. Good, it was our pleasure. Yeah, it feels good to do good. Shulk, you say that every episode. Daza give you thank you present for getting proof back. Daza's so happy he can't not speak. Thank you so much, friends. And quest complete. Break 2. And look who has another quest for us. Listen to Daza. Listen, friends. Daza think Monster might steal proof of merchant status again. How worrying. Daza want friends to make this place safe for Daza. If there are no more monsters, they cannot steal my proof again. Can friends do that for Daza? What's stopping you from doing it? Daza not strong. Friends strong. Friends can do. Don't think that flattering us is gonna make us say yes. Daza give you really good thank you present. So friends help Nopon merchants like Daza. Safety first. We get pelt bottoms and a pelt top for this. 4 yellow Antols, 6 soft Hoxes, and 3 water Oopas only during rain or a thunderstorm. Those Oopas are probably gonna be the bane of my existence here. But, well, I digress because the soft Hoxes are right here. Let's take them out. Things are heating up. I'm not sure if that's what I think it is, but I think that's what we get for using 100 arts as Charlotte. Don't quote me. Over here are the yellow Antols that we need to hunt. Actually, before we do that, I want to head down here to the Splinter Path. Wait, I'm dead, aren't I? Yep. Terminal velocity. That is 20 free experience for jumping off a cliff and dying from a large height. Great. So what I actually wanted to show is now that it's raining, we can head down to the Splinter Path and we can actually go down and hunt down those Oopas. We need to be quick about this because I doubt this rain's gonna last forever. This is merely coincidental timing and nothing else. Open up, damn it. I got places to be. Yellow Antols are right here. I'm not gonna deal with them just yet. The Oopas. you might not think of this, but... Well, yeah, you actually would. Because they're actually found right at the drainage outlet. I kid you not. So, yeah, we had to go all the way back over here and hope it doesn't stop raining by the time we're actually there. Because if so, that's not exactly good for us. But I guess I can go item orb hunting while I'm here. Here they are, the water Oopas. We got one right here, let's take it out. And with that one down, that was really quick actually. We want to watch out for this Nebula because Nebula type enemies are actually resistant to physical attacks and they are attracted specifically to, well, ether attacks. So we don't want to attract one. However, luckily for us, our target happens to be right here, so we really don't have to worry about the Nebula much. It's also not like these things are actually causing any harm, or, well, okay, never mind, they actually hit us. Shulk, here you go. Still an easy fight, all things considered. A thunder element. Elements are usually dropped by, specifically, nebulas. And with all this done, we could probably, yep, discover the drainage outlet landmark. That helps us out tremendously. Now I'm gonna go kill some Antals and I'll see you back with Daza. Alright, we're back. Heroes come back. Now Daza can work in safety. Good, it was our pleasure. Yeah, it feels good to do a good deed. If Daza ever in trouble again, he asks friends for help. Daza know he can count on you. Quest complete. And it seems like you have yet another quest. Let's see what you got. Daza in really big trouble. Friends just in time. Friends can listen to Daza. Daza needs to send a letter to Gurugu and Bionis Leg, but Daza cannot decide who can deliver letter. How worrying. Yeah, definitely ain't good. Daza cannot ask just anybody. Letter is top secret. Only Gurugu can read. A top secret document. Are you sure you want to ask us to deliver it? Surely there must be someone more trustworthy. Daza trusts you, friends, more than anybody in whole wide world. Daza only asks friends to do such important job. I'm glad to hear that, but no time to just stand around and chit-chatting. Secret mission. We have to deliver this to Gurugu and Bionis Leg. This is our first, part of a mystery reward. We don't know what's going to be given to us. Daza know he right to trust you. You can count on us. We'll get it done. Ah, friends should not read letter. Daza tell all about it when friends finish, so please be patient. And with that, let's go deliver this to Gurugu. We happen to know where he is. Hello there, Gurugu. Let's see what you got. You bring letter from Daza. You wait here for Gurugu. Gurugu give you reply. You cannot lose Gurugu's letter. It really bad if you lose it. Thank you for helping Gurugu. And it looks like we're playing messenger boy/girl yet again. This is fun. Alright, Daza, don't you walk away from me. Oh, Gurugu sent reply for Daza. Thank you, friends. Daza interested in red thing. Daza asked Gurugu to investigate some things, but Gurugu not find conclusive evidence, so he's still working. Thank you for helping Daza. Good, it was our pleasure. Right, it was well worth the effort. Friends, take this top secret data. May come in useful. May come in useful. We got slow 3 with top secret data, with also 500 experience. Constellation. Well, here's a thing of text telling you what that achievement is for. Anyway, I'm gonna go collect this final item orb for the Collectopedia. And I guess I'll see you back here. I guess I'll see you by the drainage outlet whenever I'm actually, well, finished with it. Oh, hello, Graceful Holland. Yeah, hello there, random unique monster that only appears in the rain because... Alright, back here at the drainage outlet. Didn't take that long. Let's change it to daytime, just so we can have a, fitting place to end off on. And let's fill out our Collectopedia. The serious anemone. Auto attack stealth 2. And a warrior plate. And with that, I think I'm going to change my equipment one final time before actually ending things off. So, going over the only changes that I really made here, Shulk has absolutely 0 changes at all. Charlotte, I just changed her top. The pelt top just seemed better. And for Rhine, I just gave him the Grand Gauntlets, and I also removed a Strength Up gem from him, which will instead go to Shulk. This is pretty much everything that I wanted to do. Next time on Xenoblade Chronicles, we're heading into the mine. See you guys then.